Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alivia Nanda Putri Pradini and my student number is 193201159. So in this occasion, I will tell you a little bit history of English literature in 18th century. So without further ado, let's get started. 18th century English literary period, or as known as the Age of Enlightenment, was a period of intellectual, social, and political development. This time is often referred to as the Age of Enlightenment, for it was in the 18th century that the ideas of previous 100 years were implemented on the broad scale. And that's why the literary period in the 18th century is known as the Golden Age and the peak of literary glory, because in this period, the quality of life in literature became better, marked by the emergence of various new genres in literature, and also great world figures began to emerge with their own style and uniqueness in their literature. The 18th century, there are many famous writers from various type of literature, such as in prose there is Daniel Defoe, Jonathan Swift, Samuel Johnson, Pierre Carle de Colombin Mervaux, and for poetry there is Alexander Pope, André Chenier, Voltaire, Baudelaire, Victor Hugo, and for drama there is John Gay, George Lillo, Carlo Doldoni, Fiorio Alfieri, Beaumarchais. Actually, there are still many writers that I have not attached, but at least I will discuss three figures who I think represent this century. The first one is Samuel Johnson. Samuel Johnson, or often known as Dr. Johnson, was born on September 1879. He is a writer, critic, writer poet who is famous in England at the time. Poetry and prose make up most of the first English dictionary, which is famous for its completeness. James Powell has a unique relationship with Johnson. We can see their relationship in one of Johnson's works, A Journey of Western Islands of Scotland. Unfortunately, Samuel Johnson died at the age of 75 years, December 30, 1784. Next, there is Alexander Pope. Alexander Pope was born on May 21, 1808, in London. He is also known as the father of neoclassic, which is a literary movement that is supported by the principle of enlightenment. And this movement strongly supports rational thinking on a matter and rejects all things that pursue or fantasy. One of Pope's famous theories related to movement is often quoted by others as, "To err human, to forgive is divine." Unfortunately, Alexander Pope died on May 30, 1744. Last but not least, there is Jonathan Swift. Jonathan Swift was born in Dublin, Ireland, November 30, 1667. He is a well-known religious leader who is obedient and active in carrying out all activities in the church. However, he is known also as an individual and arrogant person. But there is a reason why he behaves like that. Jonathan Swift is the creator of the world's extraordinary work and a famous satires on every generation, namely Gulliver's Travels. This satire is a story that is closely related to human's life, but unfortunately, Jonathan Swift died on October 19, 1745, at the age of 78 years. The last slide are some of literary work of each figures that I have discussed, and it's wrap for my explanation. If I have a mistake in my words, please forgive me. But at least I will say thankful for your attention, and it's enough. I think it's time for me to move up. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.